And Un Fin De Semana is the ultimate side chick song, right? That's the ultimate, dog. He just wishes he could get away with this one person in particular, just for a weekend, dog. That's all he wants. A weekend of just non-stop clapping action.
Tragos Amargos is a Paisa music review podcast hosted by comedian Jerry Garcia, where him and co-host Fern Rodriguez, aka El Chaton, fangirl out about their favorite Paisa music artists. Check out season 1 of Tragos Amargos and find episodes on Ramon Ayala, Tigres del Norte, Chente, Juan Gabriel, and more. Brought to you by Fodongo and Wet Carnitas, in collaboration with Migrito Industries. Find Tragos Amargos on all platforms. Watch the video version on youtube.com/comedian Jerry G.
Yes, sir, we're back. Tragos Amargos podcast season 2. Back by unpopular demand.
Yes.
Nobody asked for it, dog, but we're gonna do it anyway, folks.
Not even my mom.
Yeah. We waited and we waited. You know, we got. You know, let it simmer. You know, we dropped season 1.
Yeah.
Let it simmer. Let's see what a ver qué dice el pueblo.
Yeah.
Right.
Waited for the offer.
We waited for people to say like, when you coming back? When you coming? And we didn't get not one, fool. but we got the timer now, dog.
Summer's
over, bro.
Yep.
Kids are back in school, dog. You're retired now. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. We got Sammy here.
Thank you, Sammy. Thank you for the claps.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited to be back, dog. Let me introduce. Let's do the introductions first, dog. For those new listeners, dog. I'm Jerry Garcia, your host. You might have seen me at Food for Less at La Superior in Huntington Park. HBO, Netflix, Lopez versus Lopez. Did you see that episode?
Oh,
Good
yes.
episode, bro.
Very good.
Come
I like
on.
your Spanish.
That was the Emmy for your Emmy consideration right there, dog.
Chloe, dude. Don't forget fucking Chloe.
Of course, Chloe, bro. Chloe. Tell them about Chloe, dog. Yeah. Semi-bluster. It's one of those movies that goes straight to DVD, but they don't make DVDs anymore. So it was a little tricky situation there, dog. Okay, let's go. We got Mr. Fernie El Chaton in the house, dog.
Thank you.
Co-host.
We're back, baby. Yes, we're back.
Glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be back, Jerry.
Yeah, I know the negotiations were a little bit, touch and go there.
Yeah, we
but
had to.
we were able to get you off that Dodger contract, and welcome, fool.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're retired, dog.
Yeah, I'm retired.
For those of you who don't know, Fernie was a groundskeeper for like 20 years, dog.
22 years.
Stadium. 22 years, dog. Get it straight.
Don't rob him of his years, dude.
Yeah, and do you still have the sensation to sweep up some dirt every once in a while?
No, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm enjoying baseball now, watching it and just turning it off once.
Yeah, like it's not a job anymore.
Yeah, it's not a job. I don't have to stay there anymore, so it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
If we have time, we'll talk about the Dodgers and break down the whole season so far.
Yeah, of course. We got like a 30-minute segment.
Episode 9, 10, and 25.
Of course, Mr. Sammy, our producer, is in the house. He has no camera this year, so we had to make some cutbacks, some budget cuts, and his camera was the one we had to cut back. So you'll just be listening to the voice of God, Sammy.
Hello.
That's what we're gonna call him, the voice of God. He's here with us, believe me, he is. And so you just see me and Fernie, dog, going back and forth. Is that cool with you guys? Right? Yes. So we're coming off season 1, right? I think season 1 was pretty much of a success.
Yeah,
right?
I think so. I liked it.
The mediocrity.
My
maybe?
mom liked it.
Yeah, my mom enjoyed it. Yeah, they did.
Exactly. Mediocre is average.
Mediocre
it's like on the
11.
Yeah, exactly.
11.
Yeah.
11. You know what? I'm talking shit, but honestly, we got a lot of good feedback. Thank you for everyone who listened, downloaded it, and just give us a lot of feedback, real positive feedback. And the reason that we're back for season 2 is because of you motherfuckers out there.
That's right.
All 213 of you guys. No, actually, Tigres del Norte, hey, dog, that thing went over 50K.
Wow. Yes.
That was a little mini
It's
viral.
closer to 30K, but my bad. I shouldn't have challenged you.
My bad.
No, 50K. It was actually closer to 75K, dude.
Yeah. There's a K in there for sure. It was the most downloaded episode of little mini viral, dog, and so that was awesome. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a passion I spoke with on that, but I had a really fun time doing it, dog. I might have got barred from any other concerts though.
Yeah.
This
Your dream of meeting them, just take that out of your head. Like
There's
that
a little shit talking in there that
yeah.
might have thrown
Pero es que
you there.
viene con todo respeto y con toda admiración and with all love, fool. Like when I talk shit about the Tigres, it's because I care. Okay. You know what I'm saying? If I don't talk shit about you, it's because I don't give a shit about you.
You're not a yes man.
I'm not, fool. Like, I'm a true fucking fan of those Tigres.
That's one way of looking at it. The other way is that you basically said their last 30 years of their career
Not
was
30,
trash.
not 30. 15,
That's what you said.
15.
Nah, dude.
15.
You said 2020.
The 20s. The
Roll the
2000s.
tape. Roll the tape.
We don't have to do all that. Whoa. We don't have to do all that. You know what? I think I am barred for. I tried to buy tickets for them to go see them at the Forum, and I was putting my credit card, and it wouldn't allow me. It was
blacklisted.
Yeah, it was blacklisted.
Jerry Garcia.
Yeah, I said no. You're unable to buy these tickets. That's crazy, fool. But I'm gonna go see Maná, fool. I bought my tickets for Maná, fool.
Why
So
the
we'll be
fuck
there.
would you
We
do
might
that?
do Maná this year. We know it's still up in the air. Still up in the air.
Yeah. Maybe.
I bet, you know. So anyway, we did Tigres.
Yes, we did Tigres. Ramon Ayala.
Of course. It was like the season of the goats.
Correct.
Básicamente. A lot of these goats are no longer with us, fool. And such as,
Selena.
of course,
Vicente Fernandez.
of course.
Juan Gabriel. And that is it. They're no longer with
they're
us.
not with us. We got Los Bukis, though.
We did Los Bukis. We did El Recodo.
Oh, of course,
Yes.
Recodo.
And that's it. I think that was what.
Okay.
Those are basically y'all's favorite bands, more or less. That's how
More
we
or
came up
less.
with that. It was like
Yeah.
Jerry,
It's our
Tigres,
goat list.
Ramon.
It's not, there's probably some goats that might be on this season for you.
No
but
women, of course, except for Selena, but I had nothing to do with that.
Listen, I know, dog, it was a little controversial with Selena, but at the end of the day, it's mad love también. Same thing, mad love, respect for Selena, la reina de la cumbia, güey. No, Tex-Mex. La reina de Tex-Mex. I just, look, the whole point, not to go back into this whole bullshit. My whole point is like, where would she be today?
All right, let's move on. No, okay.
Okay, all right, I'm just saying. All right, cool. But with that said, that's it. This first episode that we're gonna do here today, fool,
Yes.
I'm very excited about, super excited about.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
first of all, they're technically episode number 9.
Yes.
Which puts them in our top 10, fool.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's true.
So our top 10 is a very important list. We're gonna do about 8 new artists, fool.
Probably,
And we're gonna
yes.
start off with this first one.
Yes.
One of the GOATs, the legends, Bronco a más. They almost made the cut of season 1. I fought for them. All right? I did. Technically, I did. Lupe, I'm talking to you, Lupe.
I don't want to
fought
be in
for
the
you,
blacklist.
motherfucker. I did. I don't want to be blacklisted by you guys. But I do have some shit to talk about Bronco as well.
Of course.
What can we say about Bronco, bro?
I don't know.
I mean, they got bangers after bangers. They owned the 90s, basically,
Yeah.
when it came to música grupera, right?
Yes.
Música grupera. So it's important. They're a very important band in Mexican culture, fool. They delivered. This is what I respected about Bronco, fool, is that they went off the script, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't follow like what all these other bands were doing.
Yeah.
They didn't follow Bukis. They didn't follow Tigres. They didn't follow bandas. They did their own shit, their own little jingle, like the one we're listening to right now, fool. Like they just stuck to it. It was a little it could have been cheesy. It could have gone really bad. They stuck with it. People love it. Have you ever seen La Serie? Which we'll talk about La Serie a little bit.
Yeah. That
They
was so
touched
dope.
on that.
Yeah.
They touched about. They were a little bit like, what do we do with these guys? They're jingles. They're right, little clammy.
Yeah. The record labels didn't know what to do with them.
Correct.
Yeah.
They didn't do corridos, right? They're just very simple songs.
Very
It
true.
took them like 10, 15 years to actually get really famous. So they were on the grind for at least
Yeah,
that
they
long.
were good. See, I feel that people don't understand how big Bronco was in the late 80s, early 90s. They did, like you said, they broke the mold of what a group is supposed to look like
sex symbols.
because Lupe is not an ideal frontman.
Wow.
And then the two brothers,
No, like
you know,
in a respectful way.
yeah,
Nah,
no,
dude.
yeah.
Nah.
Come on, Sammy.
I'm stopping this right
Like
now.
if you look at everybody else, even how the way they dress, Bronco came out with these flashy uniforms later on that were like, you know, superhero kind of looking, and everybody else was still like a tie and a sport coat. So Bronco even broke that mold of what you're supposed to even look like, you know?
Yeah. Because they were música norteña.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And they only got like maybe those corridos, if that. They stuck to what they were doing good.
Yeah, they were good
Which
at
is cool little jingles, little dangs, happy, sad songs. But I mean, they killed it, bro. And I enjoyed them, bro. I used to, man, I was young, of course, when I used to listen to them, man. And their music just captivated me. Captivated me. Very early on.
Wow.
Very easy songs to follow. Very easy songs to understand. The guy is just amazing. Who wrote these songs? Did Lupe write these songs?
Well,
think
yeah,
he did a lot of them,
majority
yeah.
was him, but once they did get a little higher, they had other people help them write music, or they would pick from.
Oh, that one that passed, the guy that passed away, that fell off the bus.
What's his name? Homero.
Homero, that fool fell off the bus, dog. Is that a true story, dog?
Yeah, it's a true story.
That's crazy, dog. You guys gotta check out. So there's a Bronco serie.
Yeah.
On Pantalla TV.
What? Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Pantalla TV is an app. It's a real app, fool.
Yeah.
It's paisa shit. You see like Cantinflas movies, Negrete movies, novelas.
Yeah, get it for your mom.
Yeah, and it's really cheap.
Yeah, it's like $4 or something like that. $3-4.
Yeah, it's like $40 for the year, dog.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I'm sure we all saw it, bro. I think it was really good. Now it was from it was one-sided.
Very,
right?
very one-sided.
Lupe's
story. Pretty much it's from Lupe's book.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it was a very pretty, little tiny little bow to the story and everything, dog. But I enjoyed it. I wish I would knew more like in depth about them, but it was deep enough for me to enjoy it and have a
How
good time.
deep exactly?
It was deep. It was more than a shallow end for sure.
Yes, the series was really well made. Like I was saying, it definitely painted him in like this they got this fucking hot ass actor to play him.
Yeah, he's they did him a favor for sure.
Yeah.
I know we're bashing on Lupe a little bit, dog, but Lupe, he grew on you.
Yeah.
Right? He's one of those guys that grew on you. My dad used to hate on him too, like, hey, que feo, ese prieto feo, indio feo.
Jesus, what would he say about you, dude?
I know for sure. I'm like, I'm standing right here, Dad. No, hijo de Bronco. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. But we have very similar traits, except for maybe the pecs.
Muscular. He is tall. Yeah. He is a tall guy. Lupe is a tall, muscular man. Yeah. So.
And he got his, bro.
Yeah.
We're talking about his mess, bro, but he got his.
He's 6 feet. Look at that right there, dude.
6 feet makes him probably I think the 37th.
Jose Guadalupe.
I think that makes him the 37th tallest Mexican of all time.
Okay, so I want to ask, what the fuck is Grupera? It's kind of fucking confusing. It's just guys playing.
First of all, Legos are monetizing with that language. Second of all, Grupera, it's always something, for me, it's obviously its own genre, right? I don't know exactly the description of it. Maybe we could look that up. But for me, música grupera is not banda and it's not norteña.
No.
It's like in the middle for me.
Okay, right? Here's the definition I just found. Grupera started in the 60s and 70s, Spanish rock ballads in the style of American psychedelic rock music. Los Ángeles Negros, Los Terricolas, Pasteles Verdes, Rigo Tobar in Mexico, Los Sonics del Ritmo.
Yes. Shout out, homie.
Yeah, so in Mexico, Rigo Tobar and Chico Che were two major artists popularizing Grupera in the area right before Bronco.
Los Babies.
Los
Freddy's.
By the early
1980s.
Love Los Freddy's, bro.
All that.
The original music or genre are like baladas, like the Ángeles Negros shit.
Oh yeah,
like we should like this.
I would love to do a Los Ángeles Negros.
I don't like Los Ángeles Negros, bro.
God, it's so
They're a little
good.
too boring for me.
They're
too like deadpan for me.
Nah, dude, it's great.
But those were the first groups that started basically kind of playing American style rock in Spanish.
Yeah,
and that was like the 60s.
But I think Grupero took its own, Música Grupera took its own course and made its own sound.
Because they started incorporating, like you're saying, like cumbia, huapango, ballads, norteño.
I never heard of huapango before today,
Really?
bro. Yeah.
That's what.
Interesting. I never heard of that phrase though. Huapanga. Huapango forever?
Dude, this is what this podcast
Huapango
is for.
forever.
Dude, that's Huapango forever, homie. So it's this one, obviously.
Oh
people
my
have heard.
God.
That's like their hit, which I fucks with that one. I do.
I fuck with you throw Ángeles Negros song.
Really, bro? I'm not, bro.
I swear, any Los Ángeles
I
Negros
fucks with Los
song.
Angeles Azules.
Yeah,
all
I know you
day,
do.
every day.
Yeah, we went to a show.
Yeah, all day, every day. These guys, I mean, this is a little too like.
This is the meme song.
I don't want to get too deep. It sounds very fucking suicidal song, bro. Like, this is like your last hit. That's it, man. If you lose everything, this is a song you go to right here, dog. Yeah, this is your soundtrack, bro. Yeah.
So these were the groups in Mexico, Latin America in the 60s that were doing it.
Los Ángeles Negros are from Chile, I think.
Yeah, somewhere South America.
Yeah. Who? Los Negros?
Yeah. But they ended up settling in Mexico.
Yeah.
I think Bronco in their time started moving their own sound, right? It's sort of like how Tammy said, or how you said, they weren't following a certain type of style or hearing anybody else. They wanted to create their own style. And they did, like within their own sound, they're like, they didn't shy away from trying new things, like doing kid music, you know, like El Sheriff de Chocolate, Los Castigados, right? Like nobody was doing that kind of stuff, and they were, I would say, adventurous enough to go ahead and play that and still have their own.
Correct.
Yeah, let's listen to Bronco's. This is from their first album, and I'm curious what y'all think about what y'all would classify this genre as right here. This is from their first album.
What year was this?
1980.
80.
Yeah. If you look at
the album looks like they're like waiters and shit at fucking busboys.
y'all dodged my question. What genre is this? What would y'all say?
It is Grupera.
Grupera.
Definitely Grupera.
This is Grupera. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about Los Barón de Apodaca.
Yeah, Los Barón de Apodaca.
And they're from Apodaca, obviously.
Which is
and
Monterrey area.
Yeah. And they play this kind of music too, but they labeled it as música chicana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I think the reason is because it was the Mexican bands on on Mexico side would play this kind of music, and it was kind of seen as like música chicana americana or whatever.
Correct. It's like a crossover.
Yeah, but then
because it was influenced by the American culture.
Yeah, but then on the Texas side, they call this shit like, this almost kind of sounds like Tejano music, like the oranges.
Correct.
Of kind of like a little bit Tejano. So
correct.
It's all a mix, you know. Of all that shit that was in that area. Yeah. But this is from their first album, and it sounds pretty dope. Like,
would you have bought stock at this point with this song?
Hell yeah, dude, of course.
Probably not. Like in the movie, one of my favorite movies of all time is Temptations, which is one of my favorite fucking Motowns. And in the movie, there's a part where like they're playing their songs in the studio, and the producer, Smokey Robinson, in them,
Berry
Gordy, he's all like, they play the song. The early albums, they're playing their song, and they're like, there's a group of people, census, and they're like, all right, who likes the song? They raise their hand, and they're like, who will give up their last dollar? Who will buy? If you have $1, would you buy a sandwich or the song? And they put their hand down, and they're like, next. That's where I'm at. Would you buy a sandwich or the song with your last dollar? A sandwich, compa. I actually made some not so deep dives. Fool. We all did, right? We all do our homework, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, we did the homework, and
my
now
dog gave my homework.
And now you're saying
I wrote my name on it. I wrote my name on your paper, fool.
All right.
So
my dog gave my homework.
Yeah. So we did a little research. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the changes we've made this year, ladies and gentlemen. We actually put in some work. Yeah. All right? And
we read the fuck out of Wikipedia.
We read the shit out of it, dog. Once again, there is a serie on Pantalla TV. I don't know if this is a plug. They're not even paying us for this shit, dog. But you can fact check us.
Shout out.
This is where we get a lot of our facts, dog, basically, fools. We're trying to tell you, fool.
Yes.
Producer Sammy.
Yes.
Teach us about Bronco.
Okay, just real quick, the history from when they were, I guess, first starting out. They started up in Apodaca, Nuevo León, like we said. They originally were known as Cheyenne. Yes. That was their first name.
Strike one.
And this is the typical kind of shit that we talked about last season too. It's just they would go to bodas, quinceañeras, play around the town. They were just like at town bars. And then they play. And then in 1980 is when they came out with the music that we were just listening to. Te Quiero Cada Día Más is the first one they came out with. I
gotta be honest, I never heard, like these songs you put on right now, I haven't heard them.
Yeah. So that was when they were early on, right? Mm-hmm. And so at that point it was Lupe, Eric Garza, Javier, and Jose Choche are the four, I would say, maybe founding members.
Correct.
Yeah, but there's a fifth motherfucker on this picture.
Oh, here we go. Juan Francisco used to play with them, and then he went to go play for Los Barón de Apodaca.
Oh, no shit.
Yes.
That's cool.
He left them. He wanted to go to a well-known group instead.
Yeah, he heard the first album, was like, nah, this ain't going nowhere, dog.
We ain't doing nothing here.
And this is where they were basically discovered by the Fermín dude, or Oscar Flores, which in the series he plays a fucking awesome character.
That was a great character, bro. Like there's a trend, right? Managers are all dirtbags, douchebags, all of them. If you see Luis Miguel series, Vicente Fernandez series, you see fucking Jenny Rivera series, you see all these, they're all the same common denominator is a piece of shit manager. So if you want to make it in this world, get yourself a piece of shit manager.
Make sure you get treated like shit, exactly. And then that's when the second album is technically the Tu Prieto. Chill, not calling you that, dude.
Relax, Jerry. Relax.
And so
it's not name calling.
In the series,
I feel attacked.
This is the little things in the series that don't match up. This was technically their second album, right? Correct. But in the series, this comes off as their first one.
First album. So
got you.
The record label was so they didn't want to use them as the visual.
Yeah, they were too confident in the guy's looks.
Yeah. so they decided to put a horse instead of
which freaking
and then
sucks.
Tu Prieto on there, and that's it, just the horse and Tu Prieto on the title instead of having the guys, because they're so lookers, you know.
The album cover does go kind of hard though.
Yeah, now fucking 20, 40 years later.
So this manager, like you're saying, he's a piece of shit, but he has a vision, and later on it turned out to be pretty tight.
I mean, first of all, it's a pretty horse. It looks healthy.
Very.
Yeah. It's funny because HBO wanted to do the same with me. They wanted to put a possum and
A tacuache,
tacuache, and I was like, no, come on. So first album drops, well, technically second album drops.
Yes.
They're with a real record label now.
Correct.
Right? They're getting the push.
Yes.
But not much is happening.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
So then they released their third album the next year, Grande de Caderas. And this one was the first one that included a norteño track. 1984, their fourth album. 1985, Sergio el Bailador. And that's
Bam.
the one that basically turns up. So that was on their fifth album, Sergio el Bailador.
Yeah. Wow.
So you can imagine in those like first 10 years, they were just playing regular shows, coming out with these albums when they could, and then bam, finally just grinding.
It'd be like that, bro. It'd be like that.
Jerry.
Yeah. It's like me with the Chuck E. Cheese joke, fool. You know? It takes a while, it takes a minute of a lot of other material before you fucking find a Dracula teeth. $80 Dracula teeth.
Yes.
And then the rest is history. Cerca del Bailador, it's obviously a great song, bro. Hype. I didn't realize that was one of the early songs, because that song just kept going for a long time. I mean, it played at every
timeless
party.
song.
It's a timeless song. It plays everywhere. I didn't realize that was a word. I thought Que No Quede Huella, which we're getting to soon, that was it. But
That one also took him into
to another level.
Sick level, dog. Sick.
You're not at that level just yet, dude.
Household level, fool.
Yeah. Did you know that Sergio Bailador actually, they wrote it like in 82, but they just couldn't figure it out, just like your Chuck E. Cheese joke. And until 85, when they put it together, there was actually...
Yeah, for me too. Originally it was a Peter Piper pizza.
Oh.
And then I just couldn't figure it out.
Nobody knew what Peter Piper pizza is.
And then you tried El Patron.
Yeah. I've tried different stuff. It also, little deep dive here. Isn't Sergio Bailador a real person?
Correct.
Yes.
Sergio Bailador is a real person. Sergio was actually a friend of theirs that used to go to the parties, just like how the song describes.
A fanboy.
Yes, a fanboy. He was always there, and he was pretty much like the hype guy that would go and grab people to dance.
That's dope.
For them, you know,
That's
so they
badass.
could get the party going, and people.
I like how the
recognize
series
him.
covers that. They've done a little thing about it. That's freaking dope.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Would you dedicate a joke to one of your fans? Like,
Let's move on, dog. It's getting hot in here, fool.
I really feel like Sergio, it's cool, right? Because how they describe him, like he's not a show off. He likes to dance, and he brings bottles to the party.
The life of the party, bro.
He sneaks in bottles into the party, like to the clubs. Who doesn't want a friend like that, right?
Who doesn't, man? Who doesn't? We need more people like that, man.
Yeah.
They don't make them like that, bro. We don't have any givers, just takers nowadays.
I know we talked about this, but Jerry's you're not a dancer, right?
I'm not a dancer, bro.
You're not a dancer.
I mean, I keep it basic. 1, 2, cha cha cha. 1, 2, cha cha cha. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. Yeah, I keep it pretty basic, fool. Like, I obviously when I'm drinking and when I'm drunk and I'm feeling myself, I let loose a little bit more and shit. Some people may say that I'm actually a good dancer when I'm drunk, but I have to get to that point, which, it takes me a minute.
Takes you.
Right? And by the time I get, it's a little gap too. Like once I get there and then I go past it, ya valió verga.
2 Bud Lights.
Yeah, ya valió verga. Yeah. Fool, like for Christian's wedding, bro, I was like dancing. Apparently, I don't remember any of this, but apparently I was dancing on tables, jumping on people, fool, like horseback riding them and shit. I was going crazy, fool.
Oh, wow.
It was open bar, bro, wedding, dog. So I was losing one of my best friends.
You were
fool.
pretty young, right? You were like 38 or something?
Yeah, it was my young years, fool.
Shout out, Christian. Shout out.
So, are they still married? Yeah, right?
Yeah, they're still married. Last time I checked, yeah.
Good.
Okay, so 1986, the sixth album, Indomable. I don't really know that one very well. But I think that the next big thing, 1987, Eric Garza leaves, the guy who played the keyboard, and he gets replaced by the pimp, the Casanova, Mr. Ramiro Delgado. So yeah, so Eric, like we were talking about, he was kind of the rich kid of the group kind of thing.
He had family that had businesses. So it wasn't like he was rich, but he was like, do I really need to be
pursue this dream,
doing this? because we're not really hitting off to where
Correct.
I feel like I could do this forever.
Yeah.
And he also had pressure from the wife on the series. The wife was like always on him about
story of my life.
Story of everyone's life, right? In some way.
So he gets replaced in the show. I think Ramiro just plays with some other local band in Nuevo León, and then they pick him up. Yeah. And he starts playing, and he has a different kind of swag about him.
He's
He
was
like
the front man, so he
the
was
front white man, you should say. The front
white, good looking, all that shit, dog. The opposite.
I don't know about good looking, but
for their standards, bro. Come on now. I mean, I wouldn't fuck him
personally. Ramiro was the head of his own group, and he was always like the center of it. So bringing that element into Bronco, I think it did change a little, but what it did, it focused pretty much more on the music being keyboard oriented.
Correct.
Then
took it to a new level with that shit too.
Then the guitar or the rhythm section.
Now you say that Ramiro was the lead guy in his other band?
Yes, he was.
Was he the singer?
Correct.
Apparently not a very good singer because they let him sing with Bronco.
What was their name again? I forget. Fuck.
Yeah. But so he was technically a singer, lead man.
Yeah.
He didn't sing any songs with Bronco.
He was back. He was the back voice.
If anything?
The back voice, but not the...
But you would think, right? Coming with the experience of a lead front man, at least tirarle una pinche canción, güey. You know?
They had a really weird structure to their band. It was very rigid, I feel like. And we can get it. I really want to talk about El Quinto Bronco if we have time.
Yeah.
But that's another whole
fucking crazy. You keep teasing that motherfucker.
I know, dude. I promise y'all are going to like him. But it feels like it was like Lupe was the front man. He's the one who's like the front man, and then everybody else kind of played their own little part, and they didn't really seem to move away from that. They found like a little operation that worked, and then they just ran with that. This was also the same year, Fern, of the incident at La Fama, 1987, was when the crazy shit happened. It's also covered in the show. It's kind of crazy.
El baile de la muerte.
El baile de la muerte. Yes.
So what happened was, I guess it was a show in this place.
Too soon, bro.
Wow.
Too soon, dog.
It was 87. It was like 40 years.
There was a baile at this place, and capacity there, I believe, was like 700 people, and 7,000 people showed up.
Holy shit, that's a problem.
Yeah. So I guess they missed the zeros somewhere in there. And people were still trying to get in. And what happened is, they were letting people in still. And cops showed up, and supposedly to try to help disperse people, they shot a gun in the air, and which pretty much
created a riot.
Made
things worse.
Yeah, and 7 people died.
Está cabrón.
Yeah, and 200 people were injured in this. And they were trying to figure out who to blame, and pretty much a lot of the blame went on Bronco, even though they were just there to play.
Yeah.
But promoters, people from the club and stuff like that were just trying to make money, and at the end of the day ended up making a tragedy out of it.
700 capacity, 7,000 show up, 7 died. I see a trend here, fool. Yeah.
Bronco was like trying to figure out what to do and stuff like that. They're like,
no, they took a lot of shit for it.
Yeah, they took a lot of shit for it. They're like, what do we do? Let's write a song about it. So they did La Triste Cumbia.
Oh, no shit.
La Triste Cumbia is about
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's about that. All the people there, and all the money that they made from that song, they gave it to the people that...
Oh, that's badass. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay, here it is right here. Ready? This is Bronco Cumbia Triste.
It's a banger too, bro. It's a banger, bro.
They actually have...
It makes this whole tragedy almost worth it.
Oh my God.
By the way, during our hiatus, I was able to have time to go take some singing classes so I could come back stronger.
Jesus, get your money back.
Hope you guys,
please. I'm going to go shoot the instructor.
Could you tell?
And yourself. No,
I was hoping you guys would tell.
Yes.
So,
no, that's a beautiful song.
We need to take another hiatus.
That's one of the canceled hiatus.
No, this song makes us feel like so happy about such a sad situation, dog. He's talking about a girl particularly, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about a girl particularly who died. And we're all right here like, hey.
She went to go have fun, Jerry.
She's dancing in heaven.
Yes.
Dancing in heaven.
Yeah.
Diosito te quiso traerte al cielo, que bailes con Diosito.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get mad at that, fool. You can't get mad at that. Unfortunately, she left 3 kids behind too. But you know what? That's a different side. That's side B.
A few years later, in 1989, is when their 9th album, A Todo Galope, comes out, and that's the one that has Que No Quede Huella. And that one, like we're saying,
takes them to a whole
another new level.
That's it, fool. Done.
They basically went on like a 7-year-long tour going to all over Latin America, and then the show starts with their last show in Mexico City.
Yes.
And that's supposedly their last one.
Yeah.
After that, they tried to go again, and they had to do it as Gigante de America or whatever
because they didn't own the name Bronco in Mexico. Yeah. So Oscar owned the name Bronco, and Bronco didn't want him to manage them, so they couldn't be Bronco in Mexico. So they didn't want to be Bronco everywhere else but in Mexico, so they decided to go as El Grande, which was their nickname anyway. So
never their nickname. It was never. No one ever called them Los Grandes de America.
Yeah,
Who called them Los Grandes de America?
Well, they were that big at that time that they were called that. It's like fucking.
Their little tagline?
Yeah, not them. They didn't create it, but they were known as El Grande de America.
I don't know about that.
Gigante.
I don't know about that one, dog. Look, fool, I don't want to overemphasize this song or like overhype it, dog. But to me, dog, A Que No Quede Huella is one of the most perfect songs there is, fool.
Yeah.
It has everything, the lyrics, what it stands for, the beat, hypes you up. It delivers at every point, dog. It's one up there with Tu Cárcel, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, with the pinche Volver, any song that you want to put from the best of the best out there.
Yeah.
La Puerta Negra, it's like up there, fool.
It's that big.
This to me is a very important song, fool. It's not just their hit, but it's an important song, and I'm glad it gets its merit. I'm glad it is, what it represents with them. I mean, it's everything to them. I mean, they could have easily been known as the Sergio Bailador guys or something else, fool, but this song right here, dog, they could have easily been a one-hit wonder after this song, fool. Now, they were able to parlay this into more hits, fortunately. But what I'm trying to tell you is that Que No Quede Huella is, dog, priceless.
Blockbuster,
Yeah, priceless.
Yeah, and I like how in the series, while they showed where the song came from or how it was, like they were in the tour bus, and
that was also kind of scripted.
But
it
is sort of true, because there's.
We haven't brought up the girl.
The PR girl.
Yeah.
The PR girl was the one that she had broken up with her boyfriend, and she had seen interviews with her, and she says that she told Lupe that in the bus is like, I just don't want, no quiero que quede huella. And then, like, not that she walked away or anything, but he was like, oh shit, and he walked away.
I can buy that.
And
he's a composer.
Yeah.
He's always right. It's like me with a bit.
Yeah.
It's like when you say something funny, I'm like, oh shit, I could use that.
Yeah.
I could use that. And that's how it works, so that's how I buy it, fool.
Yeah.
If you're a composer, you're always thinking like a song.
Yeah. Y'all are both fucking hacks, dude. No.
I could buy that.
Yeah.
It's not like she fucking sat down and be like, que no quede huella.
Que no quede huella.
Nah, I'll buy it. And I know I was going a little hard on that, but I think it's very important, dude, that this song, fool, is why the reason we're doing this fucking episode, pretty much. Fool.
Yeah.
And Bronco really means a lot to me, dog. Like, I remember being a little kid. My quick little story about Bronco is that I used to go to Mexico when I was like 10, and I used to hang out with my cousin who was around 11 or 12. And at that time, my little cousin, who was 11, my older cousin, 11, 12, Fernando, they call him everybody. He wanted to be a singer, and his favorite band was Bronco. So he's the one that turned me on to them, and he would get us buckets and sticks, and I would be like this backup guy, and he would be like the lead singer, dude. But we're little kids playing, and that's what's very memorable with me with him. And still today, when I go visit him, you know, he always has that shit. Like, he has like posters of them around. He's like a huge Bronco fan, and it means a lot to him and shit. So like, I always think about him and this music.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Wow, that's very touching, dude. Thank you for sharing that.
So he didn't become a singer then?
Nah, he sucks. So he's horrible.
He's worse than me.
Yeah, he hit puberty and all that shit went down the drain. He had this angelic voice at 12, but once he hit 13, it was the shit.
And so, yeah, like I said, from 1990 to 1997 is when they did that big tour after Que No Quede Huella. And like I said, in 1997, they do that final one at Estadio Azteca in 1997. And over the past, at this point, it's been almost, 25 years since then. And this fool's still touring. He's still there.
So how old is he now, fool?
He's probably like 67, I want to say, 68. He's almost 70.
Jesus.
But you know what? I think he's so he's smart in the sense that he's incorporating the newer generation, which is his kids and stuff like that, because he knows that Bronco could still go on without him. unlike some other groups like Los Tigres that are not incorporating any new generation of players, that Tigres is going to die. One day.
I thought about that, and I worry about that every day.
Every day.
And,
I keep praying, and I pray every day.
It is a concern of mine.
Every night he prays.
It is a concern of mine. So, que no quede huella, top of the top,
yes.
right? So let's not include that in the top 5, fool, okay? Because that's cheating, dog, all right?
Really?
But I do want to hear your top 5. I want to see where you're at, dog. I got a little top 5 myself, fool.
All right.
They got bangers, bro, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
And also they got misses. They got a lot of misses, but we're not going to talk about that today. We'll leave that energy somewhere else, all right?
Yes.
Fernie, go ahead, dog.
So my top 5.
Because I don't think they have more than that anyways, more than 10.
Oh, yeah, they do. For sure. They do.
The early shit is dope, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I'm talking shit, I'm talking shit.
All right, so my top 5, not in order, but Oro. It's one of my favorite. You're whack.
That was slow as shit, dog.
It's great. What are you talking about? That's a great, dude. Come on, that's a great song.
Go ahead.
Amigo Bronco. Another good
That's one
song.
of my favorites. That's one of my favorites.
Sergio Bailador. We already said that. Lágrimas, Sal y Limón, which is a really, I feel it's an awesome song. It has a.
It sounds like a delicious michelada.
And my last one is Si te vuelves a enamorar.
Si te vuelves a enamorar, corazón, no quiero verte llorar. That's one of mine, dog. I love that song, fool. I love that song, dog.
Let's keep the singing to a minimum.
Hell yeah. Sorry. Want to rest my voice for tonight. Dog, I'll agree with like a couple of those, fool. Oro for me is just too slow and deadpan.
No way.
It just takes forever to get there.
It's a well-structured song. It has great meaning, like, you know, like this chick left me because I'm broke, because I have nothing, and she left me for gold, for somebody. She's a gold digger, pretty much. You know? I
skipped this one, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Whenever this one comes up on my shuffle.
You're missing out.
I skip it, dog. Oro! Oh no, get the fuck out of here, dog. We haven't even mentioned the fact that these fools are like soap opera stars.
Yeah,
we gotta get to that. Dos Mujeres, Un Camino, dog.
They didn't just write the theme song. They were in it as themselves.
Correct.
That's how big
and
they were.
They also attended the Cornelio Reina School of Acting. Horrible. Horrible acting, bro. Horrible.
I love that Cho.Ches meme is always used when he comes out the flowers and the balloon.
I love it. We'll get back to that a little bit, dog. All right?
What are your top 5?
Top 5. Dog, banger. Mírenla, mírenla, mírenla. No me digan que no es bonita. Al ver su cara de virgen, mi corazón me palpita.
I thought we said we were going to name our top 5.
Mírenla, mírenla. I forgot the rest. Dog, one of my favorite songs. I love singing along to this song, dog. He's describing, he's like, basically in this song, he said, put it on, put it on. What he's saying in this song? He's saying, look at her.
Look at her.
Look at her. Look at, how do you blame me? She's beautiful. Her face is angelic. Just by looking at her, my heart skips a beat. How can you blame me? Look at her. Look at her. Look at her.
Great
Como
chorus.
quieren que no me enamore. I forgot the rest. But the point is, that is amazing, bro. Mírenla, mírenla, mírenla.
All right, keep going.
All right?
Jesus.
Awesome. We talked about Que no de huella. Adoro is cool.
Yeah.
Adoro.
Adoro is
La noche que nos vimos.
Yeah. Armando Manzanero song.
El día en que nos conocimos. Adoro. I love that. It's basically saying I love everything about that day. The day that we met. The where I was, who you be with, all period. And Un Fin De Semana is the ultimate side chick song, right? That's the ultimate, dog. Basically, he's saying, I just want to get away with you for one weekend and one weekend only, and then we can go back to our normal fucking spouses.
Let me break your back for a weekend.
Let me break some back. Que se quiebre el cielo en mil pedazos, all right? And he's breaking some vertebrae right there, doggy.
A lot of you were born to that song, or made to that song.
Dog, I don't want to get too deep, fool, but this song right here, dog, you know what I'm saying? He just wishes he could get away with this one person in particular, just for a weekend, dog. That's all he wants. A weekend of just non-stop clapping action. That's all.
Oh my God! Holy shit!
Look at this sexy animal.
That was dope, dude.
Yeah.
You miss it, Fern. He's taking his shirt off.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, he just wants to get away from the routine. We just need our own.
He's pretty cut
space.
up, dude.
He is, bro.
He's
He definitely looks like a AAA luchador, right?
No, for sure.
He looks like a Mexican wrestler, fool, for sure. He looks like El Santo, way.
And he's got a blonde white woman with him. That's every Mexican man's dream, right there.
Yeah, bro. Un fin de semana. Man, she's beautiful. Look at her. Holy smokes.
She dyed her hair.
I always wonder how they look now.
Right?
And if I will still hit it. And most of the time, the answer is yes.
That's in Mexico City, I think.
Yeah, that is not his wife.
Yeah, okay.
Because he was married, right? He was happily, lovingly married.
In the show, he's like the best dad, best father ever.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but right, holy shit. Yeah,
Ooh,
dude.
they're
He's
making it.
nice.
Oh, look at him. He's struggling. They couldn't get a better shot of that, fool. This was struggling to get on, fool. He's obviously afraid of heights. Now they got a stunt double. Get out of here, fool. Did they really need that shot?
Yeah. Okay, so I get it. It's a weekend getaway.
A
to
weekend
the beach,
getaway.
To the
For
beach.
me, I always translated this song as like, that's not his lady, fool. Because, like, why just a weekend, bro? If that's your girl, you're gonna be with her always, forever. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
Oh,
Get down.
Easy, dog. That's a great sunblock commercial right there. Mira que animal.
Dude, I bet this
Wait,
fool
these
got
are
in
different
trouble
chicks,
after this.
no?
No, it's the
Nah,
same
I
one.
think it's the same one.
He got in trouble after this video for sure, dude.
He didn't tell her anything about it, and
Yeah.
then it comes
Oh, we're
out.
gonna go record.
I forgot we even recorded this one actually.
Yeah.
This was before we met.
That's not me.
No, my stories always like, this was before we were hanging out.
I bought you that shirt, Jerry.
Yeah. I know that goddamn shirt you got on. I need you to put on. I just put this as it's a top 5, fine. But Los Castigados, I always thought was a funny, cool, silly, happy song. Again, they went to these places, fool. Like a lot of bands didn't.
Yeah,
fool, you know?
that's what I was. One of the things that I brought up earlier is like they didn't do these kind of things. Other bands didn't want to do this, and they're like, all right, we're already at a certain level. What can we do? Let's fuck with kids. Let's fucking make kids
let's
music.
Fuck with kids, Fernie? They're the first ones to do animation, fool. This is, dude, they were the original Pixar.
This is dope as fuck,
Basically,
honestly.
fool. It is really cool, dog. It's really cool.
'Cause once they got
this was
there-
ahead of its time, bro. Look how handsome Ramiro is right
He's
there.
like looks like a fucking straight up white dude right there.
Yeah. Oh no, that was Guadalupe, huh?
Yeah.
Look at a fun ass teacher.
Jay truly has no boundaries, whether it's in real life or in animation.
Y a todos nos castigo. A ver, Javiercito, usted que me vio. Fuentes, zapatos que estaban colgando con el que vio. Se me va una semana del salón. Y a ver si cuando regrese, te más atención. Now listen, man. What did you see? I only saw your shoes fly up in the air. Next, you're suspended for a week. Next time, you gotta pay better attention.
So they're trying to smash their teacher or something? Is that what's
No,
going
it's
on
just
there?
the teacher's trying to just see what did they see, and everybody's like, "Well, I didn't see anything. I didn't see
She
anything."
tripped and fell, legs up in the air. So now she's saying, what did you see? Did you see anything you shouldn't have seen?
Yeah.
What if they had? What happens then?
That's
So
what
that's the last part of the
punchline.
joke. The punchline of the joke.
Yeah.
I love learning with you guys.
So Ramirito is like, he just said that he saw.
Pasó. La maestra de la escuela en la clase se cayó. Hubieran visto el coraje que le dio. Andaba que daba chispas y a todos nos castigó. A ver, Ramirito, usted que me vio, ese hermoso par de piernas que tiene, señores, que le dio. Se me va un mes completo del amor. Si cuando regrese, se le quita lo fijón. He admitted that he saw her beautiful, God-given legs. Usted que me vio, se la voy a poner fácil. Mejor el castigo me lo pongo yo. Aquí nos veremos el año que entra. Será mi castigo, querida maestra. No se pregunte lo que fue, lo vi. Lo estaba de frente y no me lo perdí. Aquí nos veremos el año que entra. Mi castigo, señora maestra. Pregunte qué fue lo que vi. Estaba de frente y no me lo perdí. Dope, dope, dope. Basically, I saw it all. I saw it. Miré el coliseo y todo.
I'll punish myself. Don't worry, miss.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
It's a happy song. It's a dope song. Again, people were like, it was trending at the time, you could say.
There's the honorable mentions. There any honorable mentions for you, Jerry?
Well, Dos Mujeres Un Camino.
Dos Mujeres
Right?
Un
Dos Mujeres.
Camino.
We have to bring that up because it's an important song as well.
Yeah.
Right? There was a whole novela about the Johnny Canales. No, what Johnny?
No.
The fool.
Eric Estrada, fool.
No, I know Eric Estrada, but who's the rich guy?
Huicho Dominguez?
Huicho Dominguez.
Was he in it?
Yeah, I think that was his first.
Yeah.
That was his first. After that, it was spin-offs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Eres un camino. Now, if I had a nickel, dog, every time this situation came up with me, you know,
I have about 250.
This is a story of my fucking life right now, dog, right
Another
here.
dark Mexican, Eric
Yes,
Estrada, dude.
Eric Estrada. En el papel de Ismael. Bronco gets a shot. They come out. They do little cameos on this novela. And, dude, what do you think about BB Gaitan, bro?
Oh my God. Goddess.
Right?
You went off on her last time. I think.
Yeah.
Did I already?
Yeah,
Oh,
look at that
God.
right here. Boom.
BB Gaitan, though, bro. That chick got annoying after a while, dog. Laura Leon?
Oh, yeah.
She was annoying.
Nah, dude, she's dope.
She was an attention whore, dog.
Yeah, nah. And you're what exactly?
By the way, I'll be performing this weekend at the Covina Laugh Factory.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets.
Okay, other honorable mentions I have is Libros Tontos.
Ah, that's a dope song, fool. Put
Libros-
on Libros Tontos. Again, great little gimmicks on these songs. Great little lyrics. It's dope. Straight to the point, dog.
This is, again, going towards younger
audience. He's a young student, probably college, high school.
Yeah, high school.
He can't concentrate in school. All he thinks about is this crush that he has. These books are driving me crazy. These stupid books.
They won't stick to me.
These dumb books and this, like, algebra, whatever hell's in there is not sticking to me, dog.
Yeah, because of this girl.
These dumb, is it dumb books or stupid books?
Stupid books, dumb books.
Yeah. Libros tontos, ¿cómo quieren que me retroceden en mi mente? Querer. What the hell?
Caveman is
Video, dude. What the fuck?
Caveman.
Is that supposed to be them?
Okay, just broke into Mexican Flintstones porn over here.
Do you have on your other honorable mention? Zapatos, con zapatos de tacón?
Con zapatos de tacón, las nenas se ven mejor. Yeah, again, a little fucking, that's definitely some sexist shit going on right there, right? There's the things you can't say anymore.
100%, yes.
With high heels, women look so much better, which is a fact.
Any other songs? Any other songs?
Las nenas se ven mejor.
There's a lot. There's still a lot of songs. I could just name them up, but we don't have to even do anything. Like
Yeah, just name them. Yeah.
Yeah,
name
Cherry
them.
de Chocolate. Corazón
yeah,
Duro.
we're supposed to do that, yeah.
Come on, dude.
Corazón duro is cool. You haven't put si te vuelves a enamorar. You got to put si te vuelves a enamorar. You haven't put it on your phone. We got to definitely.
Si te vuelves
A enamorar.
Corazón.
Dude, you were saying there was only like a few hits.
I know, dude.
I was messing around, dog. Come on.
No, dude, get the fuck out of this room. Me and Fern will take over.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, sorry.
Oh, the beat on this, fool. The beat drops hard on this one, dog. Fíjate de quién te enamoras. Date cuenta que una vez más en un amor has perdido, le lloras. Es que no te sabes medir. Todo de ti lo entregas. Y el amor que te dio tus heridas, al final te dejó una más. Si te vuelves a enamorar. Corazón. So it's a great song. He's advising
His
a
heart.
crush.
No, his heart.
Oh, his own heart, I'm sorry.
His own heart.
He's
He's talking to his
advising
heart.
basically himself.
Yeah.
He's telling himself, bro, we did it again.
Yeah.
We give it our all. We give her everything. We give her our love, our heart, our attention, our desire, and she let us down again. Let's stop doing this to ourselves, man.
I see it more as like you're talking to your heart and just don't fall in love again. But if you do fall in love again, make sure this is the final one, because the heartbreak that it brings to me,
taking a toll.
It takes a toll on both of us, the heart and me. So that's where
Si te vuelves a enamorar.
Yeah, this is a jam, dude.
Corazón, no quiero verte llorar. ¿O bien? Que el amor is not what you think, dog. You gotta give and take. And you can't just give and not get nothing in return. There'll be temptations out there, dude. You'll find them. Everywhere, they exist, dog. Don't give in to temptation. Please, no, learn from these experiences. And please don't fall again. Because if you fall in love again, I won't be able to take it no more, dog. Son, I don't want to see you cry anymore, dog. That's it. I'm done, fool. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Your pain is my pain. And I can't take any more of it. If you fall in love again, it better be the last time. It better be. Because let's avoid any type of complications and hurt and pain. You know what to do, man. Come on. Get the fuck out of here. And don't forget to wear a rubber.
That's not in the song.
One more. Amigo Bronco, por favor. Amigo Bronco.
Amigo Bronco.
That's
So this is
song.
after the dude died?
So,
Or what?
It came out when the dude died, but it actually, he was part of the production. So the song was written before he died.
Oh, okay.
But he was even like working on the production, but it just coincidentally happened that he died a few weeks before the song came out.
I see. Okay.
But it pretty much is talking about how they lost a friend.
Maybe he killed himself on purpose to make the impact of the song.
So it could go viral and trend. Siempre fue el caballo más atrevido, Bronco a más. Se rompieron sus tobillos y yo lo tuve que acabar. Mientras le decía despacito, nos vamos a encontrar. Pa' seguir el camino, pa' correr hasta volar. Se me fue mi amigo a hacerme un sitio en el más allá.
This video fucking
No, se fue.
Hold that note, Jerry.
El más amigo, el más broncudo ya se fue. Pero tenía que perder alguna vez. Negro, fuerte y bronco.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Se fue el más amigo, el más broncudo.
Oh, shit, damn.
Ya se fue. Hay una sacada.
Did you see that?
Dude,
Una
hell
buena
yeah.
sacada right there.
Dude, he's got bad females on all of these.
He just forgot all about the horse. Negro, fuerte y bronco
Como
él.
Jerry.
That should be your new, you should make a t-shirt that says that. Negro Bronco Jerry.
Negro, fuerte y bronco.
And Jerry, dude, that would actually be a hard ass
That's gonna
t-shirt.
be my next comedy album. Jerry Garcia, Negro, fuerte y bronco.
You should wear the bandana like
Yeah,
he
I'm
does.
down. I'm down. I'm so down.
This video is fucking awesome, by the way.
Más allá. Siempre fue un caballo más atrevido, bronco a más. Se rompieron sus tobillos. Have you ever seen a horse get put down? I've seen a
Not
horse
put
get
down,
put
but I
down.
saw him break an ankle.
Well, yeah, because of that. Yeah, I saw that, man. I
Oh
seen.
shit, he kills the horse at
Yeah,
the
you
end.
have to kill him.
Oh shit.
I've seen this very thing happen in Mexico, fool. I've seen grown-ass men cry.
Yeah.
When they shoot the horse, they cover them up. They put it like a blanket, like a cortina, so kids and women don't see. And the men have to do it. The owner is supposed to shoot it himself. I've seen that shit happen. It's pretty impactful, fool. Yeah, it's pretty impactful.
Yeah, I seen one when he broke his ankle.
The motherfucker's
like,
crying, though. The guys, the owner is crying his ass out like a relative, fool. It's crazy, fool. Not to get too crazy about it, but why do you have to kill him after an ankle injury?
Because they won't be able to.
It doesn't
survive.
heal, I heard,
Yeah.
right?
Majority of the time, I read about this somewhere that they won't survive.
They can't even put the Forrest Gump legs on them?
No, because they're a walking animal, so
They're useless.
yeah.
Shit.
It's a harsh world out here.
Está cabrón, güey.
Oh, Lágrimas, Sal y Limón.
That was alright.
Play that.
That was alright.
Play that for me. So pretty much, yeah, like, you know, he's at the bar, he's drinking, the beer's flowing, he's crying, heartbroken, and then he's just like, he could taste tears, salt, and lemon on his beer. It's sort of, for me, it gives me that feel, sort of, but like a lower, slower tempo of La Mesa del Rincón.
Yeah, a little bit. It has that feel for it.
Yeah.
Okay, we should wrap it up soon.
Yes, sir.
So we didn't get to talk about Aurelio.
Oh, yeah, go for it, fool.
Okay, it's just going to be real quick. Maybe we can do...
That was a fun fact. Not so fun fact.
Not so fun fact. Okay.
In our research, Sammy, you found some shit out there. There's apparently a fifth Bronco out there.
Yes.
The Lost Bronco.
The
Lost Bronco, basically.
Bronco, fool. It seems like there's always one, right?
Yeah, right.
In every band?
Yeah.
Okay. So the quick story is Aurelio Esparza is Lupe Esparza's younger brother by about 10 years.
Wow. Brother.
Yes. He was maybe in his teenage years, and he was like a roadie gopher dude for Bronco when they were first starting out.
Dope.
He was a teenager. Eventually, he started playing drums, percussion, electronics with the band while they played live.
Okay.
The crazy thing is that they would basically hide him. They would purposefully hide Aurelio. And I think there was like one or two other dudes that would play fill-in instruments. But it was always, like we were saying earlier, it was a very rigid image that they presented to the public. It was just the four guys, always the four guys. So on the stage, it was only the four dudes. And Aurelio, there's a bunch of interviews of him on YouTube that I can link in the description. But we talked about Margarito, right? He's like this YouTuber. He's
really good. Margarito goes around and he gets a lot of... It's a long.
He's
interviews.
a little abrasive, or he's like a little too like kind of.
But they're good information.
It's good information. Yeah,
it has good information. So
it's like chisme in like the norteño or Mexican music.
Correct.
Margarito, shout out to that dude. So Aurelio did a interview with him. He did like a tell-all, and he basically shares this fact that he would play electronic music. He recorded with the band, but he would basically during the live shows be literally put under the stage or like behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain.
And he was never seen. Like no one, if you ask like the average Bronco fan, they have no idea who the fuck this guy is. But now he's like, you know, he's probably in his, I don't know.
He's coming out.
Yeah. He's like in his 50s now, and he has a YouTube channel, and it goes by El Quinto Bronco.
Oh, wow.
And so I want y'all to listen to his theme song because it's a total rip-off Bronco, and it's just hilarious. So
does he look like Lupe?
not really. No, he actually doesn't.
He might be a half brother then, huh?
Yeah. But he has his own Facebook page, his own YouTube, and this.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. This is him right here. Okay, so now like I said, he has a Facebook channel, a YouTube page, and he basically tells all these stories from back in the day of him being a roadie with Bronco for, 20, 30 years. And so this is El Quinto Bronco, the official theme song for him that he uses. And tell me if it sounds familiar.
Pero no lo veían detrás del escenario.
What the heck?
Se escondían. Esto es para todos los héroes anónimos de tus amigos Alberto y Roberto.
This is him right
He
here.
couldn't be
He
original.
looks like him right there. He looks like him right there.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Lo escuchaba la gente, pero no lo veían.
Se pasan, güey.
Se escondían.
Su talento se lo escondían. Yeah.
I bet you he was the annoying little brother. They're like, all right, Dick, just come over. Let's go. We'll let you be. He's the one that they used to
He
unplug.
looks like Kung Fu.
They used to unplug the control and let him play video games.
So like I said, he has hundreds of videos now. Like hundreds of videos of him talking about every little thing. Like, this is when we play with Bookies. This is like a random show over here. He talks a lot about. He's interesting, but it's just crazy that.
Why do you think that would be why do you think that happens though?
Well, according to him,
How does that happen?
According to him, the band had like a voting system where they would do everything they did by a voting system, and they basically voted to have him on the stage. And apparently Lupe did want him on the stage, but the other three or whatever didn't want him.
I don't know. I feel Lupe would have
I'm pretty sure it was the other way around.
Yeah.
It was like, nah, but let's vote this way. or they make it look like I want to, but everybody else does it.
But it's weird. I guess I mean that's just more profit sharing.
True.
Right.
Yeah, because they could pay him at a certain rate, like a less rate. Like,
correct.
hey,
And I think that's where it came down to.
Pretty much.
I guess it's something like that. We're like, dude, why move this guy up when we don't really need him? To be honest with you,
you're gonna take a pay cut if you move him
we're
up.
always gonna take a pay cut if he comes up. Yeah.
He just didn't fit the look. It's like I said, that 4-person image is really good and for marketing.
It probably worked for them, yeah.
And then they just didn't.
But so does a 5-person, dog. A 5-person works just as well.
Yeah, but the only thing is your paycheck. That's it.
Yeah, I guess.
Your paycheck gets cut. Everybody.
Wait, let's just listen to see if they sent to this interview real quick for like a minute, and just I'm curious what y'all say. So this is again the Margarito interview, and the title is El Gran Secreto de Bronco, que guardó mucho tiempo.
Eso. Ahora sí, mi amigazo, ¿cómo está mi amigazo?
Porque es mucha la gente a la que le interesa saber qué pasaba conmigo y qué fue lo que yo hice en el grupo.
No one
Not
asked.
really.
No one asked.
Did you ask Jerry? I don't remember.
Al contrario, vivo agradecido de mis expatrones porque me dieron la oportunidad por casi 20 años de trabajar con ellos, de conocer tantas cosas, tener tantas experiencias tan bonitas que ahora las estoy compartiendo y sobre todo grabar en las producciones más importantes de la historia de Bronco. Entonces ahí quedó plasmada mi música y me da muchísimo gusto y me siento orgulloso.
Bueno, pues, amigazo, ¿cuánto tiempo estuviste escondido?
Se pasa. We have to be more dramatic like that here too, fool.
En 1990 yo empecé a trabajar tocando yo entré a trabajar con Bronco en 1980, yo tenía 14 años y entré de cargador. El grupo obviamente no era popular, me tocó prácticamente iniciar con ellos porque fue el primer disco que grabaron también en 1980 y yo era cargador. El grupo no ocupaba mucho de percusiones. El grupo tocaba más que nada otro género musical que estaba pegando mucho acá, la música chicana y las baladas.
Sí, música chicana. He just said that's right. So yeah, so in this interview, I suggest if you're interested, definitely watch it. He's pretty much tells the whole thing.
I don't know. Some stuff like that doesn't add up to me completely. First of all, being 14 years of age, before they're even popular, bro. Before they even they're nobodies at this point, fool. Yeah. So he's helping them out. I get it. That's my little brother.
You're a gopher.
Yeah, but I get the fact that he's 14. You're my little brother. You're gonna be the gopher. I get that. We ain't shit. No one's making money. But fool, if you started from 1980, by the time they blew up, it was 85. 5 years later, now he's 19. Why not give him that opportunity at 19 when he's been with them this whole time, helping them out from the groundwork, dog? Yeah. Like he's family. First of all, he's family, dog. He's 19, dog. Like. He's obviously been there. It's not like if he just popped up. Showed up, you know, like
it's really weird.
Doesn't make sense.
He talks about how he had a very separate relationship with his brother when they would go on tours. Like the 4 would eat by themselves, and then everybody else would eat
the roadies on
the other side. Yeah. So it was very always removed. It seemed. My theory is it's like some Mexican shit. Like the older brother's like, nah, you gotta. Stick with your people. Like you do your own thing. You know, like I'm not gonna help you out. That's what I got from it. Is basically that his brother, that Lupe never really, like you're saying. You would think that if it's your little brother, y'all are getting famous as fuck.
And he's growing along with the band. Yeah. That's how I see it, dog. Yeah. You know, it's like he obviously learns how to play the instrument.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's just too easy for me to think yo, bro, we got my brother. He's 19 now. We're hitting it off. We're doing
good. That's
you
though. That's you. Like.
Yeah, I could see more how he's talking hey, sit over there so you could be my ears over there to see if they're saying anything, stuff like that. But I don't know. I think keeping the structure of the 4 guys, it's always going to be that. I feel that why are we going to mess this up?
It does come down.
Let's just listen to like 1 more minute just because he's pretty much talking about it right here.
Electrónicas. Entonces Lupe tocaba las tumbas y ya me empezaron a decir, oye, ¿sabes qué? Enséñate a tocar percusiones, güiros, encerro y tumbas porque se va a ocupar. Y como parte del trabajo mío, ¿verdad? De empleado, de cargador, de mandadero, todo. Y yo emocionado, pues poco a poco. Empecé a aprender a tocar, a echarle ganas. Y fue a partir de 1986 que empecé a grabar con ellos. En 1986 en el disco Indomable fue la primera vez que pude grabar las percusiones en un disco, porque los discos anteriores no pude, me puse muy nervioso, siempre fui muy nervioso, y en ese disco empecé. Desde ahí en adelante empecé a grabar y a tocar en vivo junto con otros compañeros. En ese entonces, todos los compañeros, todos los grupos musicales de aquí de la región traían cargadores igual que nosotros, y todos los cargadores la hacíamos de percusionista.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like the culture.
Ibas a ver a los Mier, ibas a ver a los líricos de Terán.
There's a 4 frontmen and there's a bunch of fools in the back. This stuff happens with Tita's concerts.
But they would hide this fool, like, completely out of sight.
Yeah, because there's no need to have them in the...
But right now he's saying that other groups would have the guys in the back at least. They wouldn't just outright... On stage. They wouldn't just outright hide them.
Yeah.
It was just fascinating to me, this dude. I had never heard of him. I stumbled on him. And then...
I believe him, first of all. Of course, I believe him.
Yeah.
Second of all, it sucks that it just doesn't make sense for something like that to happen, right? Like, it's dumb. Like, your family, you've been there from the beginning. So it's 1980, dog. As a kid, you could simply grow into the position, grow into the band. I don't see the big deal. Obviously, the first thing that comes up is money.
At the very least,
profit sharing.
Even if you want to keep that image, you would think that you would hook your little brother up. Even if he has to hide him, he lost the vote. Be like, where? I'll just give you fucking $5,000 every month. Like, whatever. Like,
I don't know about $5,000.
Or just whatever the amount is.
At least a little bit of raise, or some credit on the album. You know, like a little credit on the album.
So yeah, hey, this fool, I'm telling you, has like hundreds of videos. He talks about all this shit, and it's
who, the Bronco or the other dude?
No, Bronco, the Aurelio. This is Aurelio on the Margarito show, but Aurelio has his own, like I said, YouTube channel, Facebook page where he just.
What kind of response does he get from the general public?
I think that people are like, oh, I remember seeing you back in the day, like at shows, and I think
thinking you were Lupe, but you weren't when I got closer.
I slept with you thinking you were Lupe.
That's funny.
But he has this weird perspective, honestly, where he's like humble and appreciative about being able to do all this shit, but at the same time he's like now he's an adult, and he's like, it kind of feels like he's just wanting to make sure to tell his story, because otherwise no one's gonna obviously fucking tell it. So yeah, that's Aurelio Esparza. I definitely suggest looking this shit up, because it's crazy. He's pretty open about it too, and he's not outright resentful, but he has cool stories. So that's Aurelio Esparza, el Quinto Bronco, in case you didn't know.
Bronco, let's just close with Bronco. Is obviously one of our legendary bands, more important bands in Mexican regional music, dog. And it was a pleasure getting to do this episode about them, dog. I really do enjoy using. I really truly enjoy all their music, dog. Anytime they're on my shuffle, every time they come up, anytime I hear them at a restaurant, at a store, at an event, at a party, dog, they're always great, dude. And I really enjoyed their series, fool. It's like, damn, really dope.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm glad. I'm hoping that future generations do get to appreciate what Bronco did leave as a mark musically with us, because they are a great group, and they do leave a great legacy behind, and hopefully it continues on.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, they're still doing concerts as well too, dog. So I don't know how he sounds nowadays, fool, but it's all good.
And a last shout out to Bronco 956. That's the last shout out I'll do. The impersonator from the Rio Grande Valley, who dresses up as Lupe.
Very cool.
I actually met him at a wing spot about 2 months ago.
Dope.
I got to take a picture with him.
How he looks like him a lot?
He looks like a skinnier version, slender version of him, but he does kind of look like him. And he goes to the local pulga and basically charges people to take their photo with him. And so I think it's like $20, dude.
Man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I wouldn't pay more than $5. I would pay $5. I would.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I mean,
how much did you pay? How much did you charge?
Nothing, luckily, because I was literally at a restaurant and I noticed him. He wasn't dressed up or anything. I was like, "Hey, can puedo tomar la foto?" He's like, "Yeah," and then took it real quick. But y'all saw the thing. The Bronco played in McAllen, and he was there.
He was in the crowd, and he was making his own little show.
He was dancing.
And then they just get the fuck out.
They kicked him out.
They kicked him out. Lupe saw him and get out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What would that be? They don't like him? They don't appreciate him?
It's like copyright infringement. It's like what we're doing, using these songs that we're not supposed to.
You're right, fool. It's like an imposter almost, yeah. But he's making money off their image.
His
I can see that, fool.
His
likeness,
yeah.
All right.
So shout out to that dude. That's
I can see why they'd be a little salty about that, fool.
There's like a Jerry G impersonator out there.
I'm hoping there's some, That would be awesome, fool. I encourage it.
Yes.
And then I'll sue you.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, just once again, shout out to everybody for last season. We love the response. We really appreciate y'all.
We have a shout out for our friend Jay Solo, who's always telling us to bring this episode out. We finally did it.
Yes.
So we got you, bro.
A lot of people have, bro. No, but I was talking shit up front, dog. But a lot of people are hitting me up. Yo, when's next Tragos? A lot of the shows that I do in Texas and everywhere, Arizona. Fool, when is Tragos coming back? When is Tragos coming back? First off, we had a lot of fun with this, and we're just gonna build from here. We may even re-record a couple of the first episodes from season 1. We might do those artists again. We felt we didn't do them enough justice. Again, we're doing this on the fly, kind of rushed. Right now, you know, we're meeting a lot. We've been a lot talking, meeting, and having a lot of conversations before. The whole season 2 is gonna drop, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, man. Just keep sharing it, dog. Like it, and that's the only way we can do it. We're gonna drop some TikToks and all that shit. So let's have a good time with it, dog. All right?
We'll drop some Triller videos.
Fashese.
And the last, I know, Fern, I'm not to leave this out. I know we wanted to shout out our international listeners.
Oh, yes. I was more than anything when Sammy started showing me the numbers and the statistics of everything, and just seeing all these different countries and all these people where they're listening from. And it's not like 2 guys, 3 guys, or 3 people listening to it. It's hundreds.
It's not a hut.
No.
It's at least 15 or 16 now.
18 people are listening. Like, what's some of the countries, Sammy?
Guatemala.
Yes. Guatemala's a big listener, dude. Yeah. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Guatemala.
And if you're listening in these countries, send Jerry or send us a message.
Yeah,
somehow. We're just curious who the fuck y'all are and why the fuck.
Yeah, why are you guys listening, or what's it about it? Why are you actually listening to this?
Go
do whatever it is you're doing. Let me see. Okay, so the top.
That's actually a cool song right here. This one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is
that when he went solo?
No, this is before he went solo.
Oh, that's the one that made him want to go solo.
Yeah, no, it's funny how the story is like, oh, he didn't want to go solo, and then they break up, and then fucking few months later, he's already a solo artist.
So the top countries are the U.S. 43%, Mexico 38%, Guatemala 8%, Colombia, Nicaragua, Chile, El Salvador.
Nadie vuela más barato.
All those countries. All those countries are big Bronco fucking. They're great out there, fool. They went out there a bunch of times.
No, but these are our listeners.
Oh yeah,
these are our listeners.
Bronco.
Well, hopefully they are big Bronco listeners. Yeah,
Tigres, fucking.
Tigres.
Yeah, South America, fool.
We appreciate the listening. We'll catch you on the next one. Follow us on Tragos Amargos Pod. YouTube.com/Jerry. Comedian Jerry G on YouTube. We're putting these up. Anything else, fellas, before we jump off here?
That's it, bro. Thank you for listening, man.
We'll catch you on the next
Peace.
one. Peace. Yeah. Yo. First things first. Once again, we are super sorry about Jerry's singing. We thought that shit was funny last season, but as I listen to it more and more, it's really disturbing, like nails on a chalkboard. So I really can't apologize enough for that. Thank you for supporting Tragos Amargos podcast. I'm just going to ask y'all please to engage with the content when you come across it. That stuff goes a long way, so as a favor, if you support Tragos Amargos, please do us that favor. If you listen on Apple or Spotify, YouTube, like, comment, share. On Instagram, we're most active at Tragos Amargos Pod, so check us out there if you haven't already. Check out the episode notes. I'm going to add a bunch of links to some of the stuff that we're talking about, playlists, some of the songs that we played, and you can find out more about Aurelio Esparza, El Quinto Bronco. Man, big shout out to him once again. I heard your story, bro. I'm with you. I am Team Quinto Bronco. Fuck Lupe Esparza. I'm just kidding. Tragos Amargos podcast is a Wet Carnitas and Fodongo production in association with My Grito Industries. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Austin Gardea, who helped me edit these episodes. It would have taken way longer to get these to you were it not for him. So big shout out to my homie Austin Gardea. Shout out to, of course, Mr. Jerry Garcia, Fern Rodriguez. Big shout out to motherfucking Huntington Park, California, where this was produced and shot. I crashed on Jerry's 15-year-old bed's son. His son wasn't there. He let me crash in his room, guys. All right. So like I said, share, engage. It goes a long way. We'd really appreciate it. We're super excited for season 2, Tragos Amargos podcast. Y'all already know. Vámonos recio.
Eso sí, hay amores que me han sobrado.